How to edit the order details in a GHL funnel. Hi, my name is Lauren. I'm going to go over this here for those of you who are using GHL/GoHighLevel for order and checkout pages. That way you can know what to do. All right, so this has been I just created this demo for y'all. So this is actually can be a working one. That way I can show you what you would need to change inside of it. So this is a checkout page funnel. This is what it looks like on the back end of it, okay? So you get your checkout page title, get the random URL I put here. You have what your first page is going to look like, and then we have the overview. So this is all the things you can see, the product and the publishing. So I'm gonna go over it this way. So this is the overview. It'll show you this, the control. What this allows you to do is you can create another checkout order form here as a variation in case you wanted to split test to see which one would convert more. We're not doing it here, but it gives you the option to do that. On the products page, you click on that. Now, this has this message. This tells you that you can't use PayPal in terms of using something that is our what they call order book products or subscriptions or recurring products. So just to let you know, that's a change that has been made, and then make a note of it. Now, your product side here. This is important. This is what like screws a lot of people up and gets them really confused about this. Your products have to be created in the payment side of GHL now. Okay, you cannot create products here in the site's funnel side of GHL. It will not work. This will do nothing but pull any current products that have already been made, whether they're one-time payments or subscriptions. So you see how this is here, set up for 350, and this is a recurring type. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. Add a product, that button there. This right here is not asking you to create a product. Okay, so when you click here, it's a drop down. It's going to list all the products that you currently have already in your account. You can only pick one. Let's just pick the postcard one, it's random. And then when you click on price, it's only going to tell you the price that has already been created in the section of GHL. So all this is just pulling the information in. Okay. Now we're not really going to do this, but I'm just showing you. It's just going to pull the information in. You cannot create products here. So just to let you guys know. So when you're in GHL, you don't have to worry about what's going on. It's just going to pull information that's already there. You'd have to go to this section, payments, and then go to inside of payments. They'll have invoices and contracts and templates and products. That's where you can create the different products. You can create one-time products, you create recurring products, you create subscriptions, okay? But you can't do that here. You can only pull product information that's already created in your account. Okay? It does let you, if you wanted to create a new price for this, you can click under here and you can be like, hey, I'm going to give a discount, so I'm going to take $100 off or percentage off. It will allow you to do that. So if I did that, it is going to take me automatically to what? The product information. Now, this is the section of GHL, and this is the payment section. See right here? That's payments. This is where you can modify your product. Okay? I can make this. I can do whatever I want here. Okay? And this is nice because this is a newer feature. Before, if I wanted to go change the price, you have to turn around and leave that section and click 4 or 5 buttons to get back to this. But they've made it a one click, so it takes you there really quickly. So that's nice. Let's go back. Okay. So remember payment side, payments, invoices, documents, orders, subscriptions, transactions, products. Here, this is the products. This is where you can create a new product. Okay. See, I got my stuff here. I just want to make that clear because that's where you get most of the confusion. So now we're going to go back to sites. We're going to go back to our test funnel here. There we go. And then we're going to go back to products. There we go. So we're right back. Now publishing, that's, you put the name of the step. This is the checkout. And then what's the step URL, meaning the URL. Okay, let me go back. URL in the overview, that's this. The publishing is just you deciding what's the name of that URL going to be. That is all. Okay. So now let me show you this real quick. Go to edit. Now wait for it to load. I know this is the painter button. That's the one thing about GHL is that sometimes it can be really, really slow. And it's one of them times. Go. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, it's loading the data, so hopefully we'll get into where we need to be. Yes, we are. Here we go. So now we're at the actual order form. Now, if you're wondering, this is just the image. This was not me doing any coding here. This is just uploading an image. This is your order form. This is the one-step checkout. Normally with GHL, they break it up into two steps, which I think is annoying for certain reasons, but this is the one-step order checkout here. So it'll ask for full name, it looks for the email address. And then here you'll notice, like, well, Lord, where's the, you said the product was attached. What happened? The product is attached. This is a dynamic item, so it's a dynamic form. This is the default. If I were to click on this link to show me this order form in live, it will have the correct product and price there. What this allows you to do is edit what all of this looks like. So my pressed here. On the side here, I can edit the button color. So you see that button color is like a bright orange, or yeah, kind of a bright orange. If I want the order form to be black, look at that. The order form is black. The button on the order form is black. If I want it back to be a lighter orange, order form is a light orange. If I want it to be purple, all kinds of colors, I could do what I want. See? Let's return it back to what it was, or something close to what it was, right? There we go. So that's what that is about there. So you can mess with things. You can mess with the fonts, the headline, and also things like what's the sales action, go to the next step. If I wanted to go to a specific URL, I can. Or if I had different steps I wanted to skip, I could do whatever I want here. But I'm gonna go to the next step because I already have stuff built. So this is a dynamic form. This is just a placeholder, but it allows you to order it allows you to put what you want these things to look like. Do you want the color change? You want the font change? That kind of stuff can be done here. Okay, you can change the color of the text. You can do whatever you want in terms of that. You can edit all these things. This is the image. This is the image. This is the image. Your terms and privacy. You can change what this says. You can turn around and link to whatever your privacy page on your website is. So you could add a link here and do what you need to do. Okay. So this is how you can edit what this looks like. Change the image out. Do what you want. This is a dynamic. Yes, your product is really attached. Remember, this is going to allow you to change how big the fonts look, what color they're in. That's what this is about over here. Okay. That way you don't, let's just publish that again, because remember I was messing with the colors here. So, perfect. Okay. So now we're going to go back real quick. And hopefully not get stuck in the, very good. Okay. So if you want to change your product, remember you can't create your product in this section. You have to go to payments, and under products, then you can change your product. You can change the price of your product. You can do whatever you feel you want to do. You can create new products, and you can add products there, because once you do that, you come back to the sites, to the funnels, pick the funnel that you've built, your checkout funnel, and then on the back end, that's when you can add another product. I can add another product to this and have it be 2 choices or 3 choices. That's what you would do back here. Okay. As well as if you want to offer like discounts and stuff like that, you have to control that between this side here, adding products, and changing the prices, to going back to the payment section and handling what your prices are going to be. And if you're creating discount codes, you got to do that in the payment section now. And then that information will be carried over here, and you just modify what you need. Okay, that's how you do that. Now I'm going to show you this side here. I'm going to show you the second step in Minds that I've built here just to show you guys. And just to let you know that every section that you add a step, it allows for a split test. So you can change this to whatever you want to do if you want to do split testing to see what converts more. Okay. Same thing, press the little edit button, go through, you can edit. Okay, so hopefully this won't take so long, but it will allow you to edit each page as you see fit. Okay, so you see this? I said, thank you, please fill out the form. I put a form in here. It takes a second to upload, but a form also, forms cannot be created in this section. You can only pull information. So when you're building your funnels, understand that a lot of the way they've redesigned it now is that you can pull information from other places, which is nice because then you can easily clone without having to rebuild each and everything. This is a form from somewhere else. I've cloned that and then attached that to here, pull that in here. Let me just tap on that. Good. So it'll go here. So when it says my forms here, this is the name of this form. I could change it to one of the other forms that I have here. I have a bunch, but I don't want to do that. And then you click here to edit form. If you're editing the form, meaning the categories in the form, like, hey, I don't want to collect the last name or the company name, it will take you to that section for you to be able to do that. And then you have to save it, and then it should appear here because everything is still connected. But you might have to, if you don't know what you're doing in terms of what you want to collect, you're going to have to toggle back and forth between those different sections in GHL in order to do that. What they've done is made it easier by having direct links inside of these edit sections. So I can collect edit form. It'll take me to the side where the forms are, and then I can edit it. But then I have to go back and come back here. But it's better than, okay, now to go back out a few clicks and then go to that other section a few clicks. So they have direct linking in. That's nice. And you can also say, hey, with this button, after this press submit, you can decide what you want to do. Use action from form builder, da 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 da. I'm using action from the form builder, okay? Because it's going to take me to the next step because I built the next step here. Or I could say go to the next step. I'm not going to a website because I'm not taking anyone to an external website outside of this. But you can. You can do what you want. This is you editing your order form. So we're going to use our action from the form builder. Right here. So we can do all this. Because what you can do is you can have your form programmed in a way that it will take, anyone who presses submit will take it to a certain place. You can also do that. So GHL gives you a lot of customization. Just remember whatever customization you put in, or else you'll make a mistake and then not understanding why stuff is not working, and then don't remember what you programmed in it to fix it. Okay, so you can do what I want to do here, but go next step because there's a next step that I've already built. But if I didn't, if I had this form program to go to a specific place, when people press submit, they go somewhere, I can have that individually as well. So I'm just, I'll press publish here again. So let's say I'm just going to go to the next step for this one. Then we're going to go back. And then we're going to go to the last step, which is the complete thank you. It's the last thank you. Okay, we're going to go to edit. And hopefully this doesn't take much time, but this is the last step. The last thing I showed you could have been the last step. I was like, you know what, let me just put another thank you. So put another thank you. You will contact and whatever you want to say here. Now, if you wanted to, you could put another order form here, another product, and sell somebody on something else. So you can make these checkout funnels as long as you want to, as complex as you want to. You have all the customizations to do so. Should you do so? Well, that's going to be up to you, but I could turn around and say, hey, thank you, and sell another service, right? So since this is kind of like a local SEO play, I could turn around here. It's like, hey, do you need a new website? Google, blah, 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 new website. Or monthly FTO service included with the website, whatever I want. I can sell them something else if I chose to. Just click here and add another order form and do the same thing. So it's up to you. You can make these funnels as long or short as you want to. You can collect information you want to. You just have to be very intentional about what you're collecting. Remember what you're setting your different buttons to because of the customization aspect. You can go into the forms and customize it to take people when they press submit to a certain place, right? Because the forms can live on your individual websites without having to be built inside of GHL's different funnels, right? Or you can have it when they press submit, go to the next step. It's really up to you. But I want to show you how you can edit these things a little faster and a little easier because sometimes people don't realize that you have to go to another section of GHL, create a product, and edit it there, and then go back to this section, the funnel builder section, and then add it, and then do the certain modifications you can do here. So I hope this was helpful to help you all, build out your checkout pages here in GHL. If you have any questions, make sure you drop them down below.